I got none other than first place APG Doc right next to me. Despite underperforming in the gauntlet, we finally got to see APG fully perform here. I mean, this is going to be sending you guys now directly to the finals. How are you going to be able to keep that consistency in the finals, Doc?
За бидний өмнө 1-р байранд орсон дөг зогсож байна. Танабагийн хувьд болохоор Gauntlet stage дээрээс яг өөрснийхөө үзүүлэх гэсэн амжилтаа үзүүлж чадаагүй ч гэсэн нааша ногоон групп руугаа орж ирээд айгүй мундаг тоглож гарч ирлээ. За та бүхэн одоо гранд финалдаа орох үедээ өөрснийхөө тогтмол амжилтаа хэрхэн үзүүлэх гэж бодож байна вэ?
Ер нь манай багийн алдаанууд дээр маш сайн ажилласан. Тэгээд финалийн үед юу болохыг тааж мэдчихгүй ямар ч сайнараа хичээнэ. Болох ёстой юм болох хаа.
From our team, I can say that we are fully confident that we fixed the mistakes that was happening during the counter stage, and I will not say anything prediction related about our grand finals because the things that are supposed to happen will happen for us.
All right, smart man, making sure you don't want to end up jinxing yourself. Now, a little birdie did tell me that it is your birthday. You didn't want to tell me how many years you're turning, but happy birthday. You do get the wish of going to the grand finals. Is there any other wishes that you have as you get the birthday cake?
За төрсөн өдрийн мэнд хүргье. Одоо ингээд төрсөн өдрөөрөө гранд финал руу шалгарч байгаа. Өөр ингээд төрсөн өдрөөрөө чамд хүсэх зүйл байна уу?
Тэгээд ямар ч байсан сайнараа хичээнэ. Тэгээд дэлхийн авраг голыг гэж ер нь тэгж л хүсэн дээ.
The first thing is that I will do my best and my wish will be become a world champion.
Well, I'm pretty sure you definitely want to be able to achieve that. You know what? Before we even end it here, do me a favor, Doc. Blow that candle and make a quick little wish in your head.
За дөг лагуул тэгээд хүслээ шивнэрээ.
There you have it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Not only is it his birthday, he was also able to qualify in first place out of Group Green, being followed by DK and none other than GOAT. The stage is set and he's getting closer and closer to the grand finals. We have eliminated 5 teams. Don't forget that in 2 days' time, Group Red does start, and we'll be finding out what other teams will be joining APG in the grand finals.
For the Julies, and will start for the spray on the hop out. Oh, he's not quite tagging on 12 rounds, but he's only going to need a couple of them. Head of the pack that isn't. E-Plus though have laid a trap, and they'll spot Kamikaze, do a lot of damage, but it's actually Nolbu to find Tron B out in the open, and Papra Supermassive are...
Which will enable Max 6 to happen. For OG, again, if WizGod gets taken out of the vehicle here, now their life becomes a...
Did send over to Bartona, so as a duo. If it goes there, that's one way to try and earn a lot of points, even as a duo.
GS, though, rotating in from that west side, should be able to get a nice-ish position, but there's so many teams looking to get towards Mias Davalle. Good as any. Wolves also in a fairly central spot right now. Alter Ego are on a long approach. In a circle, take a knock here from Alpha. Sadly, OG do take a knock as they move in versus Genji. He's over towards Falak as well, which is not the play you want to lose.
Oversight, right? I don't think for D+ you could stop here. That's exactly what they're doing. They're just using it to leapfrog. And Osal might even be able to find an Elim for it as well. They're crashing in. They know that there's someone down, someone wounded, and Doran can't do the dirty, not this time around. Not a repeat of Erangel, and now it's just Batten on the inside. And guess who's nowhere to be seen, Blank? It's Igor.
It's a crazy setup coming through from D+. The fact that you have Osal on the bridge and he's calling that I have the shot and I'm going to get the knock, and the rest of D+ trust him. That's the only way that they are that fast towards this fight, is if they trust him to get that knock and they sail in as those bullets are flying. Wolves had absolutely no time to react to this. I think for Igor, this is one of the few times where it's sort of excusable because that push was insane.
We're seeing a couple of nades flying in as well on that southwest side. Blank, GS, and Go still at loggerheads. Batten is besieged beneath on the ground floor. A lot of shotgun shells flying. There was a double nade over in the goat fight, and they found another. Now just one player standing. Batten is down on our main stream, but it's Goat looking for the swivel. GS still giving it a good go, and that is Goat down. They will fall short on this one. So a non-moving target now. 133 for our teams chasing. It's too far out of reach maybe for this match, but put yourself next door for the next one and see what you can find. Not only that, but Blank, GS, 11th place. Loops, what do you got?
That does knock Loops down, but this is Loops in a fantastic spot atop the hill right now. West side Ladriera. It's a really, really strong position to play.
There's that road that sits in like a river, splits the circle.
Loops finding Wolves. Last player there. That puts Wolves Loops back into 11th. They do take a knock though. I think that's from Alter Ego chiming in. And D Plus takes down a lot from GS. So just as the door opens, it's suddenly closed by one of the best teams in the lobby, D Plus. Trusty friend. Our vehicle now. Gonna go with them to the very end, and they'll be sad to see it blow up in flames.
Which is very likely to do. I thought Jafar might get the drop on Alva, but the wits were about him. Probably more preoccupied down towards D+, though. Actually, this does mean that Jafar could potentially just run in underneath them, under the cover of both of these two teams, holding front against one another. Stepping too far forwards, I don't think you can. Yeah, he's going to be able to make this dash, because neither team's going to drop down and crash the other one just yet. It's probably going to be more onto Loops. And I mean, what a way to test your bubble skills right now than have players crash up on you. Falcons going to feel the brunt of it. Already a knock sent, and we know that when D+ smell blood in the water, they head on in. But Narvalo's here to play, and he gets the first on the Norbu, and Narvalo with two now as well. It will look for the flush. Fabian now under pressure with a nade from Redox, and Falcons just pretending to be wounded, but no, they're ready for the fight.
I love the push from D+, but yeah, I think that it was a very aggressive play, and they have been disrespecting the lobby all over the place today. Finally, Narvalo steps up with a DBS. Great double from him. Gen G, though, looked to take position off the back of this one. The fight was very quick, though, going through for the Falcons, so they got a nice reset on this, and it is a 3v3. Sadly, Narvalo's down. It's down to Koa and Ralph on the top side, but Koa whiffs the initial DBS. S12K, sorry. And Redox is out of ammo.
Oh, no. It's just nothing they could do. One hold was enough. That was all they could manage. And with 4 elims, the Falcons draw short of the mark. That means that very likely they are going to be looking in towards the last chance stage. At 31 points behind the bubble, with it potential to move as well. It's just not going to happen for the Falcons. Not today, unfortunately. We'll see how far they can get to secure themselves into that last chance, but they're doing all right. Again, this circle split down the middle by this road valley. Tiamba and actually Papa Supermassive.
Well,
okay, maybe not Papa Supermassive.
You've cursed them there. You've absolutely cursed them there.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really mean of you, and you should be ashamed.
How do you say sorry in Turkish?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Team Secret. Currently on the top side, looking down towards inner circle, immediately getting shot as they step up. D+ still being a problem, and they take down Rosemary. The solo left remaining in chips. Oh, it's terrible news for Alter Ego. That is painful. That is really, really painful.
It's good news for Loops, though. Another player taken out from their flanks. Chips is going to do a lot of work to maybe keep them safe. Gen G able to run him down, but gives Loops he's not too worried. That ridgeline, really difficult to descend towards APG. They're all going to line up on it.
I think OG's been spotted by Alter Ego on the top side. Loops versus Gen G now, though. A very important fight.
Ooh, absolutely. For Loops especially. There is a knock already over towards Ratto Boy, and Alter Ego are starting to come down the hill as well. Are they going to crash in, or are they going to try and bookend this fight? The knock, the flush comes through onto Ratto Boy, and now Alter Ego are within nade range. Gen.G taking a lot of damage as Team Secret are swept aside. Tiamba still have a player going as well, but their run is going to be over soon. Gen.G tried to get out of here. They spotted Alter Ego over the hill. They didn't want to get embroiled, but Reject are crunching in as well. Oh, Gen.G have nowhere to go. Not a hope. Not a chance, and they'll fall down in the open hillsides here.
I mean, Loop's getting a lot of value off the back of this, though. Tiamba held versus Team Secret. Did really well. Currently, just a solo player left remaining. But for all these teams down towards the bottom, they are hoping that Alter Ego can live up to their name and take down Loops.
In the smoke. Alva biding his time, steps up, but Moana's down in the back lines. No trade, and Alva's going down next. Loops holding on for dear life in 11th place, and they want more than that. They're going to move in with 3 now, blank from the high ground. Reject not quite in position to take them down. Look at the chase. It is on. They are actually up into 10th place now. And with Tiamba chasing, in 11th place is 90 points. I mean, they've got 4 players alive. It's maybe a little bit out of reach for now, but how close can they get for the last? We'll see what they can do. And not only that, Inner Circle are down on that roadside too, dead center.
And looking to push further, and the circle moves over towards them. For Tiamba, they need to deal with Alpha Gaming. It will be one of the biggest tests of their tournament so far, considering the fact that Tiamba's in these ending circles, and that is not a team to be trifling with.
They are in these circles, sure. They are getting shot at by Loops. OG get run down by Reject. And Tiamba aren't the only team chasing, remember? It could be a really, really close battle going into our last match, blank, as to who's going to take that 11th place spot. But for the 3rd place bubble, if Inner Circle don't get a big game here, get close to 133, we're pretty much locked in. But they might be on for a big game. If they can hold this side of the road, they can hold their position. But with APG above them, that's so difficult.
Yeah, basically, Inner Circle have to win here. Joel knows exactly where the players are. Drops a Molotov down. The util's pretty lacking on the side of APG, but when has that really mattered? These guys are gun skill gods in the lobby. Tiamba, though, took this moment to move over the top. The nades are feeling pretty lackluster, though. Not quite hitting on target. They have the high ground, but they've got to find these shots if they want to move further through this tournament.
Loops across the way, Reject just behind that little ridge, and QZ connects with the bank just to his right. Not over towards Reject. They move down the hills. They're going to be into the firing line. This is a mad dash for the forward duo now. For Tiamba, their backlines are getting torn apart, and Loops are holding on for dear life too. They're in 10th place, but maybe they could go even further. Now up into 4th place. They have 4 points between them and Papra Supermassive. Blank, I think they've already jumped up to potentially being completely safe here. Well, after being on the precipice of getting eliminated, down in 11th place, this is the game that they...
Towards Alpha Gaming as they rock their way down this hillside. That's the team they desperately need to take out. Good shots, though, from Reefus over towards Inner Circle straight away. Doc also finding one over towards Neil Zada. This is a commanding presence to be felt inside the lobby. And they're just letting this vehicle roll.
All right, I mean, use it as that moving blockade. Yol still behind it. Nobody stopped the tires just yet. But Reiji slides one under, and that is going to be Zol going down. Loops is starting to fall as well. Reject in with a chance here, but Reefus makes it all the harder, and APG still got 4 players alive. Blank, Loops are stepping up now. With APG taking off that hilltop, they could go for it, but no, they still have complete broadside. They will be taken down. A Reject guarantee a 2nd place locked in. Reiji needed to get back up here, but remember, there's no nades. Hang on a minute, they found one. That's from the crate. Over on towards IC. Top launches it forwards. Is it going to connect? It looks good, and it's going to get both of them. They pick up the spoils of war, and APG, they are spoiling plenty of days with that chicken dinner.
Yeah, and I think now it's definitely the bragging rights should be in the Alpha Gaming camp over in 1st place. It's been a wonderful set of 3 days. A little bit of a scary one on